whatever personal feelings you may have about Stephon Clark, the things he put on social media about the women that he liked and whatnot, put that to the side for a second. He was murdered by those cops in Sacramento. And anybody who buys what the district attorney is putting out about they thought it was a muzzle flash and he took a shooting stance and stuff, that's bunk. I've been in a war zone and we ain't firing many shots at individuals. There are men and women who in law enforcement would tell you what that district attorney and them are doing bunk. When you never hear about black officers shooting white men down. If they do shoot a white person down, it's immediate suspension. It's immediate they did something inappropriate. When whites or Hispanics or Indians do it or Asians do it, it's justified. Now, I'm going to say something right now. Some of this stuff is on us, whether we like to hear about it or not. When I was a little boy, my father and mother, but mostly my father, told us as little boys, when you step outside your front door, you're being monitored. They're watching your hand move. Have you ever watched a white person watch you move your hands? If y'all don't believe me, next time, go out and when you talk to a white person, if you move your hands around, they'll be watching your hand movement. They don't trust you. That's how you know when a white person don't trust you, when they're watching your hand movements. Because they figure you're doing something. What is he doing? What is she doing? Trust me on this one. See, a lot of y'all ain't been taught how to pick up on their little ways and shit. It's called survival. If you're a little boy or a teenager or a grown man, if you ain't doing anything, don't run. Now the people say they'll shoot you dead. They're going to shoot you dead regardless. It's even worse when you run. Because now they got plausible deniability. He must be up to something. He turned around and looked at me. I thought he had something. They use that same old talking point. When I hear them talk about they didn't put in automatic, they don't separate them. They don't get their statements read then and then. They go home and they feel, what we gonna write? What we gonna write? They didn't do that in the Army. They separated us in the Army. We immediately gave our statements. What round did we fire? How many rounds did we fire? If we said we fired 3 rounds, they got us to get all your magazines. Take all your magazines off. I take it out of your weapons. If you got more than one weapon on, take it out. We're gonna count those magazines. We're gonna count your rounds. Cause they know how many rounds in your magazines. They know how many rounds they hold. And if you can't explain why it's a discrepancy in the count you gave in on magazines, you're in trouble. That's how I know these cops are getting away with murder. But as I said before, we're playing a part in it. Stop running. If you did something dirty, take the consequences. If you pull out a gun on a police officer, you just signed your death warrant. If you don't vote locally and consistently and keep your foot in their ass, then you gave up all your power. See, y'all want to focus on national elections. Y'all don't question who's the police officers, who the lawyers, who the district attorneys. You don't question the prosecutors or the judges. Y'all don't question none of that stuff. It's a reason why they went after the black man in the community in the late 80s, early 90s. They said if you get the man out, logic will go. All we see is emotion. If Stephon Clark was afraid, I understand that. But you're a grown man. You see too many videos, but again, a lot of people don't watch the news. We just hear black man got shot. What were they doing in the process? Well, they were running. Well, they was afraid. Look, man, I get nervous too. I'm not gonna lie to you sometimes because there's times I sit there like I'm not even doing nothing. As long as I keep my hands on my steering wheel, or if they see me walking the street, hey, where are you going? I'm going to the store. But rarely you're gonna get me walking to the store. I got a vehicle, get my vehicle. Only thing that concern me about them shooting in is my service animal. Cause he's a big ass dog. And these cops, they're like, The dog lunged at me. Now, people know my dog temperament and stuff, so that wouldn't work. But they'll say it. See, stop giving them a moving target. Now, I'm not going to be some brother like, Harvey, you ain't got to be doing that. No. I've seen enough young men out here that do some dumbass things because they're not being taught. Stop arguing with these cops. You're not going to win that argument. If they pull you over or pet you down, let them do it. Let them do it. You looking at their number, looking at their name. And sometimes, if you can walk away, let it be. Stop arguing with them. You're not going to win that argument. Remember, they got a gang. Their gang is bigger. Their gang got lawyers. Half of the country supports this gang no matter what they do. Yes, I'm upset. Because listen to what she's saying. I'm like, come on, man, let's bump. But the problem is that you got these young brothers out here running. Stop running. Man, I'm afraid. Man, I get it. But back in the day, you didn't do all that damn running. We just said, hey, they got you. If you fucked around and committed some crime, you should never did the crime. If you ain't out there about their life, man, stop running. Because once you run, now they can say anything. And then they go home, y'all get your stories together. Okay, what you think you saw, man? It was a cell phone, man. We gotta come up with something. Oh, it was a muzzle. We saw a muzzle flash. They knew there wasn't no damn muzzle flash. And even if they did think it was a muzzle flash, you supposed to load 20-something rounds somebody? That's overkill. I give it to you 2 rounds. Hell, maybe 3 rounds. When you stop, pop, 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 pop. Come on, man. You have to destroy something. You have to make it Swiss cheese, man. Come on. Now people like, man, you being tough. No, I'm sorry, man. I watch the news. I hear what the police say. And then when you do got camera video, they try to explain. I'm like, wait a minute. Just like Philando Castillo, he told the cop, he said, officer, no. And the cop shot. That dude should have been in jail. He should be afraid to even be anywhere. You see, let me tell y'all something. We seek revenge on each other. How many of y'all ever said, we're going to take our money and put up a billboard, do like white folks do? This is a killer. Here it is to this day. They still talk O.J. Simpson. He was acquitted by a jury of his peers. They didn't like the outcome. So for the last 20-something years, they've made sure they've changed public opinion all the way around. They constantly talking about it from their perspective. Somebody died in our community, we figured, get a family $1 million, $2 million, I'm going away. Or a couple of 100,000. Some don't even get that. And we just talk about it among ourselves, woe is me, no. Any politician that's running local, state, or federal need to put tangibles down. And let me say this again to those sisters out here that say you're strong and independent. Y'all cannot raise your sons and tell them, don't do this. No, it's more than that. You need a male voice out there because that's the only way they're going to respond, a lot of them. Because a lot of these cats, when I watch the news, they mamas, where the daddies at? No men around. I'm like, uh-huh. Now, people are going to say, that mother's out there to teach their son. Yeah, but I'm going to be honest with you. Most men tell their sons at a young age, this is what you do to survive. You don't run. First thing they say, don't run. Every teacher around, they take off running. You watch these TV shows, these cop shows, they take off running. I'm like, why are they running, man? You got busted, man. They're going to get you sooner or later. Now they got you for evading police. I mean, come on, man. I'm trying to help y'all stay alive, man. And now there's some people got mental issues. And I'm going to say this again. When I was in Iraq, we dealt with this. I'll never forget the night we was in sector with my own platoon sergeant. And we didn't have the interpreter, and I was the interpreter that night because I took some language class. Don't ask me to repeat anything. I forgot. It's been a long since I used it. All I can remember is shaku maku, mako see, whatever. What's up, what's happening, whatever it was. So we see this guy in the street running around playing. And one of the guys getting ready to say, "Hey, we think we got action." I said, no. We got eyes on. I said, he has mental issues. How do you know? I said, it's just obvious. You can tell how you acting and responding. Y'all just hang back. Just make sure y'all shut your lights off. Go to blackout. You go out there, walk up to the elderly gentleman, and I said something to him. He said something to me. He took his hand out, shook my hand. And my platoon sergeant, we're talking, and he was talking about his son. This guy's son, he was mentally, as we said a few years ago, would be considered retarded. He had the mindset of a 5-year-old, if that. And he went and got a toy, and he wanted to show me a toy. And my platoon sergeant looked at me and said, "Good call." I said, "Yeah." I said, "Everybody ain't out here to do anything to a sergeant." And he said, "It's a good thing you pay attention." I said, and I was about to say, as a black man in America, you know better. But I said, "No, I don't let it be." Now, the platoon sergeant, that first platoon sergeant I had, he wasn't like one of those white guys with that race shit. He was a good dude. But what happened is another platoon that was on patrol, and they got fired at probably about 4 or 5 blocks from where we was at. And we heard it on the radio, and we was told to hold our position. Fine. We talked to the people in the neighborhood, getting lay of the land information. Some other guys come out, we started talking, and people know English over there. Hell, they speak it better than we do. And they was telling us about the Alibabas, meaning the bad guys. And he was talking about what they want from us, what they need from us. And we take notes and everything. And the next thing I know, we see a car say, "Hara Sierra," means stop car. And we give them a warning. I'm not going to tell you what the procedures are, but they know better. It's visual, okay? And if they break that first, we fire a warning shot. If they break that second barrier, hey, it's on up. But this guy was driving a Cadillac. Yeah, they got American cars over there too. A lot of the cars over here, all the used vehicles, not them always be on used car lots or car lots. They sit them overseas. One of my gunners fired into the engine block to disable the engine. But what happened was somebody in another platoon fired a shot. They thought we needed assistance. They thought that there was, and they shot this person dead. Now, we know who did it, but because of internal issues within the chain of command, they had to make somebody sacrificial lamb. My platoon sergeant was. Now, I say that because you didn't hear me say they fired 20 shots. It was a shot fired from one of my gunners into the engine block to neutralize the car, and they just start. You know better. You're fired enough rounds. You know better. But the platoon that was coming into our area, they fired. Now we got our suspicions which one did it, because all we heard was the shot. We took cover. But you didn't hear me say they did 15, they did 20, they did 30. No. We in a war zone. And even though that car broke the barriers, 240 round into the engine block. Now, where the other shot came from, we only can speculate from that other platoon. But it took one shot to kill a driver. This is a war zone I was in, and we didn't fire 15. Only time we ever got that deep in the fire when there was multiple people firing back at us. And then we had permission to level that motherfucker. See, I was in third ID. Anybody know see third ID? You don't play with third ID. That's why when I hear about these police shootings, even before I got in the military, mom with the Chicago Police Department, father with the military, cousins and uncles with the military police department, I knew better. And even if you wasn't in the military law enforcement, common sense, it don't make any sense. We live in a society that get off on killing black men and women and children, but mostly black men. This ain't changed since the 1990s. This ain't changed from the 80s. This ain't changed from the 60s, 70s, 60s, 50s, 40s, and so on. This year marks the 100th anniversary of the Chicago riots. Black people were murdered more than white folk. When we talk about the 1960s, we see old film, black and white film footage. Who's getting their asses stomped? We are. But the world think we're the most violent. We're not. Police officers shoot and kill us, but who's killing and shooting and killing police officers at a higher rate? Not black folk, not black men. This is why I get frustrated. I see young brothers doing, I said, stop running. I remember one day, me and a friend, we was stopped off at a Walgreens, and his brother was panhandling. I really didn't have any money on me. You know, you don't carry cash like that like you used to. And my friend, I told her, never go on her purse. You're setting yourself up to get robbed. Just keep walking. If we have something coming out, we give it to them. If we don't, you keep moving. So I guess some white woman didn't like the idea of this dude standing in front of a Walgreens interest panhandling. But I can understand how annoying that could be sometimes, but some people might actually need it. But this cat, you know that he was just out there. You know, he could have went and got him a job somewhere. You know the type. She goes in, complain. You know, the white manager, you know, he automatically takes off. Excuse me. All you need to see the lights. You know, the lights flash at the entrance. So I say this, hold up, don't walk out so fast because you know what you're walking into. So we see the guy, you know, standing next to the cops. He arguing with the young brother. And we walking out, and he looking at me, sir, you man, I said, yeah, and I said, man, stop arguing with the cops, man. Y'all go on about business. Don't worry about it. It's none of your business. I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, I'm trying to tell him to stop arguing. You got 2 squad cars, 4 officers. You ain't gonna win this one. And the white woman, she was still in the Walgreens, probably oblivious, or she probably knew what happened. But the fact is, his young brother was out there panhandling, and some white person didn't like it, so they called the police, probably exaggerated what it was. But instead of you just saying, I'm just asking for some loose change, that's all, and just standing there and getting your name and stuff, you arguing with them, you ain't gonna win the argument. I just keep, like, I see sisters on TV on these videos arguing with these police officers. You can't touch me, pulling away from it. You can't do shit like that. See, you tie our hands up when you do this. If you stand there, yes, officer, no officer, I know it bothers some of y'all, but I'd rather y'all do that than to be running around yelling and fighting and getting shot at. Because that's the first thing people say. Why don't you just stand there and take it? See, right? You got to understand their mindset. See, a lot of us don't understand how these people work because a generation have not been taught common sense tactics. Now, I know people say, well, everybody's not born with common sense. Okay, I get that. But somewhere, some adult in your life said, I would stop if I was you. I know it. Now, if you don't, still, you said to have some type of comments and say, I don't want to die. I'm not going to do something that's going to put me in harm's way. That's why I tell people, I need to start watching the news. Oh, I'm so busy. But you can go out and get on the internet. You can get on YouTube. You can go out here and play a video game. You can go get on the phone and talk. You can go out there and fuck around. But you won't have enough time to say, let me take about 10, 15 minutes to watch the news. Not the sports. Let me watch the first 5, 10 minutes of the news. Yeah, I'm tired. There's times when I was get off work, I would come on, turn on the TV, sit in the chair, and go to sleep watching the news. Yeah, it can be depressing, but some of it is very informative, and some of it is very telling. My prayers go out to the family of Stephon Clark. But in order for us to change this stuff, we gotta learn how to stand together. We gotta teach our young how to conduct themselves for survival, the survival of the fittest. You got to do that. We got to understand that we're always being monitored. We got to understand that voting does matter. Local level voting does matter. And just because you cast that vote don't mean you stop checking and demanding. Because I'm telling y'all, a lot of these prosecutors or district attorneys, whatever you want to call them, or state prosecutors, they are out to put us away. Every week y'all see it in the media, y'all hear about it. At some point, you gotta say, as soon as I get 18, I don't want no record. I'm gonna stay on the straight and narrow. And you can do it. I went to school when they was gang banging and stuff. I didn't join no gang because I knew my father and mother would have done to me, especially my father. Plus, I said, man, I don't want to get shot. I don't be looking over my damn shoulder all the time. So if you want people to call me lame, let me be. But I'm gonna be a live lame person. If the police officers stop me on the street corner, just mind my own business, and I don't hang on the corner, but if you walking home or walk to the store and they pull you over, they say, hey, come here, you stop automatically. You don't run, you don't make no movement, you just stand there. And you're like, yes, officer, what you doing? I'm going home, officer. Going to the store, officer. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but I'd rather them be a pain in the ass than shoot you in the ass. We as black males, black men, have to be more aware. When we lay down with somebody, it's a possibility that woman's going to get pregnant. And black women don't run and get abortions. So more than likely, if that child's born healthy, they don't have no complication of pregnancy, you need to be in your child's life, male or female, but especially that male child. Because that's the one of the target on. I'm telling y'all, he's too young to understand that. Better believe at 2 or 3 years old, white people telling their kids, you're better than that black nigger. You're better. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And by the time they're 5 years old, they recognize the difference. Problem is, we ain't even taught ourselves to be survival of the fittest. I'm telling you right now, we're going to learn, brothers and sisters, we're going to learn that we can't beat them the way we've been trying to. Too many other people came in and adapted our ways to their benefit, so we got to think another way. We got to control our dollars. We got to stop playing the dozens in front of everybody. It's got to be consequences to those who insult our community. And I'm going to say this, if you kill one of our people in our community, heads need to roll somewhere. And there's ways we're going to get you back. See, but we don't have that killer instinct. We got to do each other in, which is silly. Because a lot of stuff we argue about is petty. It's about what we can't, it's about the stuff they already got control over that we want to have. You don't own no street corner. You stand on the corner selling drugs. You should have said there and say, hey, man, you doing your thing, I do my thing, business. You think that in the Italian community they didn't have more than one mob? You think the prohibition was one? Come on, man. You think they were selling drugs? Come on, they say, hey, man, you do you, I do me. You make your money, I make my money, everybody happy. Capiche? No, we got this cutthroat mentality. You don't believe me? Just look what we've done to the people in the public sphere, how we thrown them under the bus. That's why everybody figures, heck, we got this one, we go after that one. We got that one, we go after this one. This is, and they keep doing it. It's like a video game. It's like you got the extra potion, that extra mushroom, that extra pellet. And you got that power. You're like, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to get it again. Look at the points. Look at the bonuses. Oh, man. I done flipped the game. Oh, the joy. That's how people act. In order for us to survive, especially the black male of the species, we got to be smart. Yeah, I understand, brothers, you get nervous, but don't run. I've been hearing people use that example. They got scared of the rent. No. This is when your manhood, you test your manhood, you stay strong. But see, this proves a point. Those who run ain't as big as bad as you think they are. Because if you really gangster about it, you really tough guy, come on, cops. I'm standing right here. I do my how many years in jail or whatever. This is why I laugh at some of these dudes. They take pictures, they tilt their head, they mean mug and everything, or they get that pose like they're going to do something. Stop. A lot of y'all overcompensating for something that y'all don't understand. Now I know y'all shocked that I've done it, doing this way, but every now and then I got to do a video and point out some of our shortcomings. This is a way you can survive a police encounter. And yeah, sometimes you can do all those things and still go the wrong way. Believe me, I understand. But I'd rather give you this advice and you at least tempt this and make them officers show themselves. But I still believe there need to be some consequences. Some of these police officers, they ain't got away with it, they're too comfortable. These police unions, they need to break these unions up, these police unions up. Fraternal police across this country, they'll defend a cop, a white cop, Asian, Hispanic, with no problem. Black cop does something, fuck them. You see too many incidents of this happening. But the thing is, it's not an overwhelming number of black officers involved in shooting non-identified people. Non-identified black people, I should say. One of these days, we're going to get it. And hopefully by the time we do, we'll realize that we need to have a winning strategy. This is why I say the black church have dropped the ball. Instead of every weekend repeating the same old passages, say, you know what, this weekend, we got to do something. There's an epidemic of police shootings. Let's talk about it, folks. You should bully pulpit. Parents, stop being afraid to talk to your children about the effects of racism. Stop being afraid to tell your children, be honest and brutal with your children. I know you don't want them to grow up losing their childhood, but the way this stuff is going now, they done lost their childhood already. These kids don't do it like we did. We was up to 12, 13 years old, still doing our little thing, trying to figure out where we belong in the world. We're not yet fully teens, but we're there. Let them go out there and ride their bikes, play their video games, and do whatever they're going to do. Let them be young as long as they can be. Because when they start stepping into their adult reality, they're for adults the rest of their lives. There's no changing of the guard. Yeah, you become an elder or elderly. That means you got older, but you can't revert back to saying, I want to play with my toys today. I want to ride my bike. I don't want no responsibility. We don't get to do that. I'd rather you be upfront with your children instead of saying the after, like, I wish I would have said this. I wish they would have known. We can change these things if we want to, folks. We just got to be willing to fight for it, willing to do it, put forth an effort. But once again, my prayers go out to Stephon Clark's family because, dude, obviously they deserve to be shot down like that.